Long ago, in the time when the wind still carried whispers of ancient magic, there lived a mysterious traveler, a magical teller of tales, known in the unseen realms as Angalu, the Wanderer. He was no ordinary man. With eyes that could see the past and future, and feet that never tired, Angalu roamed from village to village, not just to tell stories, but to observe the hearts of people. One day, as the sun rose high above the hills, Angalu came upon a village nestled beside a silver river, surrounded by lush farmlands. The people were prosperous, their barns full, their children well fed, and their laughter often echoed in the fields. But as Angalu looked deeper, a troubling vision stirred before his eyes. A great storm, with wind and water raging like angry spirits, sweeping through the village, tearing down homes and washing away their wealth. His heart grew heavy. These people are in danger, he said to himself. But I cannot intervene. Not yet. For though he was powerful, Angalu lived by a sacred rule: never use magic in the affairs of humans, unless given a reason born of the heart. He closed his eyes, thinking. Then, with a quiet breath, he whispered, I must help them, but first, they must show me why I should. With that, he raised his staff, and in a swirl of dust and light, his glowing robes faded into rags. His proud frame became bent, his hair gray, and his hands trembled like leaves in the wind. He took the form of a tired, hungry old man. As the sun sank behind the hills and the skies darkened, the first drops of rain began to fall. Angalu, now just a poor traveler to all eyes, entered the village gate, leaning on his walking stick. He knocked on the door of the grandest house, the home of the village king. Please, he said, a little food, a place to rest. But the king frowned and ordered his guards to slam the door. Go away, old man. I have no room for beggars. And so, the old man walked on, house after house, turned away again and again. He knocked on the doors of the chief hunter, the village healer, even the wealthiest farmer, but all turned him away. It's Leone, old man. Go find shelter in the forest. We've nothing to spare. Try somewhere else. This is not a place for strangers. The rain fell harder. Thunder rolled across the hills. The old man, soaked and weary, stumbled through the muddy paths, his heart heavy. Just as he was about to give up, he saw a small, crooked hut at the far edge of the village. It leaned like it might fall over in the next wind, and its roof barely held against the downpour. Inside lived a poor widow named Ahima and her young son, Kunde. They had only a small bowl of millet porridge and a flickering fire to warm the room. But their hearts were warm and generous. When the boy saw the old man outside, shivering and soaked, he called out to his mom, Mama, there's an old man outside in the rain. Ahima stood up, saw the stranger, and without hesitation said, Come in, old one, you must be freezing. They gave him a dry cloth, sat him near the fire, and shared the little food they had. It is not much, Ahima said, but you are welcome to it. The old man smiled faintly, his eyes glistening, not from the rain, but from the kindness he had finally found. That night, while the villagers were asleep, the skies broke open. The river swelled with rage. overflowing its banks. A great flood rushed down upon the village like a beast loose from the heavens. Homes were swept away, fields drowned, grain stores ruined. Screams echoed into the night as people scrambled for safety. But at the edge of the village, the widow's little hut stood untouched, dry, safe, and glowing softly in the darkness. When dawn came and the villagers saw the destruction, they also saw the widow's home still standing, surrounded by calm. And standing before it was the old man, now transformed. His staff gleamed like the morning sun, his robe shimmered with power, and his voice thundered like gentle rain. "I came to warn you," Angalu said, "but I could not act without cause. One woman and a child gave me reason." He turned to Ahiema and Kunde. "Your kindness has saved not just yourselves, but the future of this land. This home shall never fall, and your name shall be remembered when all others are forgotten." Angaru brought out a gourd and handed it over to Ahiema. "This is the gourd of seeds. It contains everything to rebuild the village. Bring out a seed at a time, speak what you want to it, and plant it in the ground. In no time, this village will be 10 times greater than before." Then, in a flash of light, he vanished. From that day on, the villagers changed. They built homes with open doors, shared with strangers, and taught their children that kindness is the truest magic. And the story of the stranger in the rain was passed down for generations, under starry skies and beside warming fires.